There you go.
Flying fish coming up.
Cobia?
Oh, no. Ow. Oh, if he had teeth, you'd be bleeding.
The Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Rodger.
You know, we were looking for something else to do, obviously. You know, we got so many different fish to chase down here. I mean, we're blessed with that.
No complaints.
Yeah, no complaints coming out of you or me. We decided let's try to catch some cobias. You know, we got the winter here, got the colder water temperature, and what brings with that cold water is cobia. A great eating fish, a great fighting fish.
Absolutely.
It's one of my favorites
Bulldogs.
because of the fact if you see him, 9 times out of 10 you're going to catch him because he's not very picky about what he eats, and that's a blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, we ran out to that wreck and anchored down. It was right off the edge of the reef. I think we just got there, and I'm like, go ahead and drop down, Scott. You know, see if there's anything there.
It was about that quick. I think my lead hit the bottom. I was just asking you what kind of bottom, sand or rock, and it didn't matter. I was hooked up. You got this set of pilchards and this set down here about 15 feet.
Yeah.
2 meatballs. What kind of bottom we got here?
Sandy.
Oh, look at him. Was that a kingmac or a bonito? That's got to be a kingfish, huh? His tail's really wiggling.
Kings.
Yeah, that's a different one.
What you got, buddy? Go, baby, go. That shark's just about eating. Oh, shark dude got him. Go, baby. Go.
Come on. Full thumb.
There you go.
Flying fish coming up.
Cobia?
I don't know.
Probably gonna be a cobia off that shark. Yeah. Cobra. Easy up, baby. Nice and easy, light drag, Bubba. Light drag.
That one's legal. You know, he might not be. He might be right on 32.
You see? All that grunting you did, it better be legal. That's legal all day long, I believe, buddy. You all right, or what you
Good. Well, he raced up to the surface. You were right, it's a cobia.
Holy cow, can you say that again?
He raced up to the surface right after you said it was cobia, and you're right.
No, you're right. I just want to hear that repetitively.
Good call on that. I imagine since the bull sharks are there, you figured there's some of these around?
Yeah, they kind of lock up and hang out. That's a nice fish, dude.
Well,
That's 30 pounds all day long. And he's big. I mean, I'm all right.
well, I don't want him for dinner. If you want, it's up to you. You make the
No,
call.
we'll let him go.
All right.
Just wear him out for me and I'll pick him up.
He is angry. He didn't get the memo. We're gonna let him go.
He didn't? Well, he probably doesn't believe
Here
that.
he is. Here he is. It's all yours now.
Well, I'm coming.
He's gonna beat the heck out of you.
I know, that's why I'm gonna let you wear him out.
Good luck with this.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab him.
And
I asked you to
I
wear
don't
him out.
recommend. It's so much easier to gaff them and throw them right into a box.
I know, this is a very hard fish to release.
Watch out for those barbs.
Yep. I mean, he's a good fish. There's nothing wrong with him. He's 30 pounds. Woo! He's yours again.
All right. Try to roll him over. He just don't. When he comes to surface, he starts tailing.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's got size to him.
He's got a big old blockhead.
He's not little at all.
Think anybody in West Coast would be doing this?
No.
Yeah, he is nice, isn't he? Oh yeah, he's got a big fat head on him.
Man, he's good, dude.
All right.
So it ain't gonna be easy. All right.
You want to leave him here and see if there are any more cobias around?
Well, he's gone released perfect.
Okay.
Awesome, man. See that? We do let stuff go.
Good job. Really wanted you to wrestle him a little bit more.
I did too. Catch
Maybe
another
there's a few more around.
one. Catch another one. I was gonna pick him up if he'd let me. He didn't want to be famous, Walker.
Gotcha. Going back down. Oh, if he had teeth, you'd be bleeding. You don't like it? Oh, no. He really hates that. All right.
Cool, man.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Simrad and the brilliant award-winning NSE multifunction display. By Mercury Marine. King Sailfish Mounts for that once-in-a-lifetime catch. By Costa Sunglasses, see what's out there. And by Steve Rodger's Spear One Charters, Key West, Florida. Scott Walker's Tailwalker Charters, Duck Key, Florida. Under Armour and Plano.
You know, a lot of times those cobias, they swim in schools, you know?
Absolutely.
You find one, there's more. When I'm on a charter, you probably do the same thing at home. If we hook one up, there's no rush on the fact that I want other people ready, because when he does come to the surface, he's got
All
his friends.
buddies.
Because the thing is, here they are, they're swimming around. They don't really know what to do or where to go, but all of a sudden there is a fish who's got a plan.
Yeah.
The plan is he's hooked, and you're bringing him in. They don't realize that.
Yeah, they think there's
Oh,
something.
he knows something.
Let's
So
go follow
everybody
around.
comes up with him. You know, and it's really a good idea to be prepared with another bait on another rod, so when that fish does surface, you can get another shot at another fish.
Oh, I mean, cobias generally travel in huge packs, you know, from 6 to 20 plus fish. I mean, they're perfect for fly in that scenario. When they all come to the surface, they're all, that one that's in the center, and they're all looking at what he's looking for, and they're ready to eat anything. They'll eat the fly, they'll eat a jig, they'll eat a popper, anything, cut bait, you know, just be ready, cast at the fish in case there's one, you know, a few feet on you don't see. Or just keep going back down in case they're slow to come up. You know, just have another rod ready, but also stay fishing, especially when cobias are up.
Keep working it, because that one fish that came up with that you had, there was actually another fish right there with him. And you know, had I don't know what I was doing at the time, but had I had a rod ready to go,
You were wrestling my fish, trying to let him go?
Yeah, very easily, you know, caught another fish. Well, I like when I hear grunting. That either means it's a nice fish or you got a sore spot in your hip.
I got one of those. It's so sharp. They're really good rod butts. There's.
Hey, what am I doing right now?
You weren't driving this rod.
I know, besides that. Red meat, dude.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna name my next boat. Red meat.
This thing's roaring to the top.
Think it'll jump?
You want to release another cobia for me?
Yeah, make him jump.
Okay. And another nice cobia.
That's a keeper, bro. Why are we being polite today?
Is this the springtime bite?
Woo! For some reason, he's wrapped in the gill.
I dropped back to him a little bit too long. That's making him angry.
Whoa!
Oh. Grab the leader. Man, he does not want to get let go.
I like the shorts. They're easier to handle.
Oh. Oh. If he had teeth, you'd be bleeding. You don't like it? Oh, no. He really hates that. All right.
Cool, man. 33 to the fork, and that fish is all of that. Beautiful fish, man.
Well, we're gonna let another one go then.
Yeah, man. Check out these barbs, man.
They
Look at
they look for that part right there, the femur.
Yeah.
Femoral artery.
It's actually attached to the backbone. And they hurt, dude.
Oh yeah.
Little parasite right there. Woo! All right, Scotty, we're gonna turn him loose, buddy. That's second nice cobia we let go, but
Yep.
we got enough to
He'll
eat.
be ready in the spring.
Yeah, we don't need any more to eat.
Woo! He's not going to wait for that.
No, he's not.
Marathon is a fabulous place to live and visit. We're smack dab in the middle of the Florida Keys. We're known as the boating destination, and we're just 60 miles from Key West and 75 miles from Miami, so it's a quick trip down to paradise. Marathon was recently named the #1 family destination by the New York Times, and they are so right. Marathon is the most amazing place to visit. We have the best boating, the most amazing diving. We're considered the ecotourism destination of the Florida Keys because on land you can visit dolphins here at the Dolphin Research Center and learn more about them and the environment that we share. Or you can go to the world-famous Turtle Hospital. There are very few hospitals in the world just for turtles, and they're doing amazing work in saving the turtles of the Florida Keys. You can also go to Crane Point Hammock, where you can get to see what the Keys were like before humans inhabited the Keys. Crane Point Hammock is 63 acres of hardwood hammock, which is the original environment of the Florida Keys. And while you're walking through this amazing tropical forest, you'll also happen upon the Wild Bird Rescue Center. If beaches are your thing, we have two. One is Sombrero Beach and the other is Coco Plum. And your dogs can come along for the fun. Well, here at the Dolphin Research Center, we have a family of bottlenose Atlantic dolphins. You can see some of them here enjoying their afternoon treat. And if this intrigues you, you can come to the Dolphin Research Center and even swim with them. An interesting thing about Marathon is that there's more access for big boats, both on the Atlantic side and the Gulf side, and it's just a short trip to the Everglades. At the end of the day, you can walk to the 7 Mile Bridge and see a sunset that you'll never forget. We have a wide variety of restaurants with the most amazing seafood, and every March we celebrate the local seafood with the #1 original seafood festival and follow it up again with Conktoberfest. No matter what your dream vacation is, you'll be able to find the appropriate accommodations here in Marathon. If you're looking for a small conch cottage to just hide away from the world or a luxurious resort, you'll find it all here in Marathon.
I tournament fish to win, and to win I need every tool available, and today serious weather is available. It's better to fish 15 minutes where they live than 8 hours where they're not. And with its sea surface temperature program, I can go where the fish are, not where the fish should be. With Simrad and sea surface overlay, I can dial in within a mile where a 2-degree temperature break could be at any time during the day. And with constant updates, if I'm in the wrong place, I won't be for very long. For instance, today off of Jacksonville, there's the Gulf Stream's coming in within 100 miles, and if I was tuna fishing, I'd want to fish a 2-degree break that's right here. If I zoom in, right there it's 78 degrees, and then if I just move 100 yards over, temperature goes up 2 degrees to 8 degrees. There's my break. I want my boat on all day long hunting for the tunas.
Oh,
yes, a sail! Unbelievable! It's a big ocean out there, but the fish are generally in just a very small area. The temperature break, as small as half a degree, can hold bait fish long enough for a predator fish to find them. So I don't want to be fishing in just blue water. Blue water's pretty and looks nice, but it's the subtleties of a half a degree to 1 degree, as much as 4 degrees, that will gather bait fish. And where the bait fish are, that's where a tournament-winning fish could be laying. With constant satellite updates through Sirius, I can keep my boat in position to win tournaments all day long.
You start popping eyeballs like 3 at a time only.
Okay.
Slow trickle. Just what we got to do is train them up and get them fed. No need to fish for them.
I'm going to start cutting some more chunks and pitching some eyeballs out.
Yeah, just eyeballs. We'll slow it all down to dead. Well, I think the shark just... Yeah, I think my shark just got my fish.
Oh, no. What? Everything we want? Oh, look at that. Shark man, baby.
Dude, we cannot
get away from these sharks. Look at that. Beautiful tuna.
Sick, dude.
I'll chop him up. Look at that bite radius.
Blackfin tuna got eaten.
We were losing a lot of fish everywhere we've been fishing to sharks. And now we know we got some quality food fish coming up. Blackfin tunas are here.
Cobia.
And we had to start laying the wood to them.
Which is tighten the drag down. No BSing. Pulling and reeling.
You're going to find out if your stuff's going to break.
Yeah, running shoes on, whatever it takes, man. Just full speed ahead.
Jerking them left, jerking them right so the sharks can't dial in on him. Sometimes that's not fun. But it's
hard.
It's a lot better than losing a quality grouper or snapper or tuna to a shark. And I don't recommend it all the time, but if you know you got a good fish on there, it's something you have to know how to do. You've got to just trust your knots, trust your rod, trust your reels aren't going to break.
It seems like more and more, the sport has gone to with these sharks that are out there. You can't sit back and enjoy.
Exactly.
Ooh, I got a fish on. This is great. I mean, you got to put it to it. I mean, there's no enjoyment. I mean, you got to put every ounce of energy you got once those sharks are there in order to land that fish. Because listen, that shark makes a living off of eating those fish off the end of your line, and you got to put everything you got into it.
It's true, especially in the Keys. I mean, all these spots have been fished for 30 years or 40 years, maybe 50 years, and those sharks,
they learn.
They know that they're going to find some quality food, and it's going to be in distress.
Behind a fishing boat. Once we realized there were sharks there, with the cobias, immediately to my mind was, oh, there's sharks here because those cobias swim with them sharks. Then it was proven for the fact that he got our tuna right there at the boat. I mean, just took the whole thing. You're like, man, I'd love some tuna for dinner. Well, there wasn't enough left for dinner.
Not even a scrap. Give and take, huh?
No give and take out here today.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yeti Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Isla Mirada, sport fishing capital of the world. By Okuma Fishing Tackle, there is no stopping Okuma. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. And Staybill, for everyday protection against the damaging effects of ethanol.
Everything's so calm.
Shark or cobia? Cobias, people catch them, on a wide array of locations. A lot of guys, they'll pitch eels to them. Up in the Panhandle, have some major cobia tournaments. Those fish grow to excess of 100 pounds.
Absolutely.
These fish we were dealing with, we're in the 30, probably the largest, and I might be pushing it there.
Yeah.
Down to about 18 pounds. Nothing, no monsters by any means. Great fish to eat. You're allowed to keep one per person down here in the Florida Keys. The neat thing is that fish is a wonderful candidate for releasing. I mean, he is so strong, so bulletproof. So if you're inclined to want to let a fish go, there's none better than the cobia. I mean, even though he's going to fight to the end, I mean, a great fighter on the rod and reel, a great fighter at boat side. That fish, I think you could leave him on the deck for 5 minutes, take all the pictures you want, do all the stuff you want to do, and turn him loose, and he's not phased whatsoever. He is a strong individual.
Very hard-headed.
Yeah.
Brownie. Oh, cobia. Nice one, too, man.
Not another cobia.
Yeah.
That is a nice cobia.
Want to eat it? Let's eat that one.
All right.
How many we let go today?
2 already.
Yeah, that one gets to go home with us.
Once we got the boat all bloody, we decided to go ahead and keep a cobia for dinner. It's kind of neat to see how those cobias are actually, coexisting with those sharks.
Were they there on the wreck or were they there on the little sharks?
I personally think they were there more on the shark than they were on the wreck, because those fish, anytime a shark would show up, there'd be cobias with him. It's amazing that everybody asks, well, how can that happen? How can that cobia be with that shark and that shark not eat that cobia? I personally feel that the shark can't catch a fish that's unwounded. The shark is designed to catch a fish that has a sickness, an illness, or on the end of a hook. I mean, he cannot actually catch a healthy cobia. Those fish learn to swim with that shark, follow that shark, and pick up the scraps.
They come into the winter on the bulls, And then as it warms up, they jump onto the rays, and then we finally get cracked in.
Catch them on the stingrays up the keys.
And again, it's the stingrays on the bottom, blowing the sand up, crabs and grunts and small fish.
That cobia is an amazing fish for the fact that he learns how to work and get fed off of other animals. Symbiotic relationship, I believe they call it, where one fish is actually kind of taken from the other, living with the other, and it's actually helping out both of them.
Oh, Lordy.
That's gonna hurt a little bit.
Tenderize it.
I'll get it. Put him in over that big old wahoo. Hooks free. 1, 2, 3. That's how you put a cobia in a cooler. They're bulldogs, and they just pull.
Yeah, I mean, that fish is very tough on the rod and reel. A lot tougher once you bring them on board.
And they're absolutely delicious. I mean, why are you doing this? Why are you battling a fish that's breaking your back, gaffing a fish that's trying to break your tackle? Because they're fabulous on the grill.
And fry up well, too. I mean, this fried cobia sandwich is as good as it gets.
Yep.